Hello my dear बच्चा party. Today we're going to talk about the concept map and concept map बहुत easy होता है to remember all the things. जैसे हमारा lesson complete होता है we should go to concept map. तो अभी हम क्या पढ़ेंगे health and disease के बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे. So let's start with this. Okay. So when you talk about the human health and disease, okay. So first health. What is health? A state of complete physical, mental and social being. That is the first definition health, state of complete physical, mental, and social well being. Now, there are some lymphoid organs found in the body. Okay, so primary will be your bone marrow, which is going to produce your WBCs, RBCs are going to come. WBC work in what? Immunity factors. Then thymus also responsible for what? Boosting your primary lymphoid organs. And secondary, your spleen, in case of spleen, it's called also RBC graveyard. Okay, after 120 days, each RBC undergo the degeneration. Then lymph nodes and tonsil. Tonsils are here, right? And the lymph nodes are responsible for provide the lymphoid organs. Okay, so this much we have done. Now let's move to the these things. Okay, now cancer. The cancer, we're going to talk about the cancer. The cancer is type. How many types are there? Benign tumor, which is not dangerous. वो क्या होता है, एक ट्यूब के अंदर ही होती है, एक ट्यूमर के अंदर ही होती है, वो स्प्रेड नहीं होती. यू हैव टू रिमूव इट, दैट्स ओके. बट इन केस ऑफ मैलिग्नेंट it can't remove. I mean, there is no, for example, malignant, in case of malignant, what going to happen in this case? Tell me. Just 1 second, I have to check my system. Okay, okay. Just 1 second. Okay, so in case of malignant, what going to happen in case of malignant, which is see what is cancer? What is cancer? When you talk about the cancer, is a proliferative, unproliferative, or if we can say proliferative, uncontrolled. Okay, cells are undergoing. So benign, we know that they are controlled one. They can remove. If you remove the benign tumor, क्या हो जाएगा? Cancer निकल जाएगा. But in case of malignant, malignant is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Why? Because it's spread can be anywhere. Like in case of blood cancer. In case of blood cancer, definitely. Then in case of other cancers also definitely is problematic, right? So benign, malignant, and metastasis. Metastasis is the stage where they continuously keep on growing. Cancer cells are triggered to the growth phase. Continuously grow होते चलते हैं. उनको नहीं पता चलता यहाँ पे रुकना है. Like normal cells, after maturation, there is a reproduction and there is a death. They just trigger what growth factors over there. Then detection and diagnosis by biopsy कर सकते हैं, radiography, CT and MRI will be there. Now treatment, radiation therapy is given to the, that is called chemotherapy, right? No. Radiation is different. Chemotherapy is different. Radiation therapy is what? Radiation is given to that treatment. Then chemotherapy, obviously, some chemicals, some drugs are used, and immunotherapy should be there. Who is effective mostly? Immunotherapy. See, cancer treatment, we are not able to. For example, malignant tumor is there. So we can stop the growth. Not exactly, but we can stop it, right? So with the help of treatment. So we have talked about this much, right? Let's go further. Now let's talk about the disease. We are going to talk about what? Disease. So here we're going to start with the disease. First is the typhoid. Who is responsible? Salmonella typhi. Vidal test is going to important over here. Then pneumonia, streptococcus pneumonia, and influenza. Influenza also responsible for this. Okay. Filariasis is started by Wisteria brannocafti. Okay. Then amoebiasis, dysentery is entamoeba histolytica. Then common cold, rhinovirus is responsible for that. Malaria, plasmodium. See, plasmodium vivax, plasmodium falciparum are responsible for this. Plasmodium falciparums are very dangerous, right? Now, let's see, understand the plasmodium vivax, Salmonella plasmodium are transmitted Anopheles mosquito. Now, Anopheles mosquito is a vector, right? It's a vector. So, in case of when the mosquito bites another human sporozoites, what is transferring to the sporozoite? Sporozoites are transferred. Sporozoites are transferred. Sporozoites are transferred from the Anopheles mosquito to the uninfected person, right? And then it's what? Sporozoites reach to the liver, to the blood. In hepatitis, they are normal. They are not growing. But once they reach to the liver, this from the liver it goes to RBC. Okay, so till liver they are not active. Once they enter into liver, they are so active. In RBC, they are destructive, right? So the parasite reproduce the asexually in liver cell, bursting the cell and releasing into the blood. Once they come into the blood, what is going to happen? They infect the RBC. Once the RBC is ruptured continuously, hemozoin is secreted in the blood, and this is responsible for chill and cold. So very important symptoms in the plasmodium. In the plasmodium. Okay, so see again, I'm going to tell you sporozoites. 1 second. So what is happening here? Sporozoites are coming into the picture. Okay, they goes into the liver, and now the sporozoites are form or tropozoites. Tropozoites from they are going to form what? Any idea? Schizont. Schizont are formed in the RBC, and RBC undergo rupture. Once the RBC is rupture, they form the gametes, a small gametocytes, or you can say after schizont, gametocytes are there. These gametocytes are enter into mosquito gut. Okay, then this gametophytes are going to what? Going to happen or going to grow into what? Gametocytes. No, gametocytes are transferred into the what? Gut, and they undergo the saliva, where in the so again from the gametocyte, what is forming? Sporozoites are forming. Are you getting my point? Yes, bacha bhai. So let's go further. Now, immunity. We're going to talk about the immunity. What is immunity? Let's study here. Immunity is what? Ability to fight against the pathogens. Now, innate and the acquired. What is innate? Types of barrier. Innate's what? You're getting from birth. Types: physical, physiological, cellular, and cytokines. Physically, we can talk about the skin. Physiological, cellular, at the skin, WBC, the cytokines are present in the body. Acquired, when the after birth, whatever you're getting, it's called acquired or specific. Produce some primary, secondary response. Okay, T lymphocytes help B cells. B lymphocytes are the one who produce the antibodies. Okay, antibody structure is this: two long chain, two short chain, and they are connected via sulfur bond. This is called apoptoid. Apoptoid is what? Apoptoid is the antigen binding site over there. Getting my point? So who is responsible for producing antibody? T lymphocyte. But they need a T lymphocyte for a memory purpose. And two types of the things. What is this? Active antibodies and passive antibodies. So what is active? Natural. Okay, let me. चलो थोड़ा ऊपर कर लेते हैं, आप पढ़ लोगे अच्छे से. Natural है क्या है ये? क्या है ये? Natural export infection, artificial immunization can be used. Natural material antibodies, example colostrum. Colostrum, mother milk. The starting mother milk is colostrum, right? And artificial also be given to that. If the blood contain the antibodies, it goes to the from mother to the baby. It's a innate immunity. Okay, and artificially also give. That's why we talk about the passive here. Is the active or natural exposure. Immunization is the process where antibodies are introduced in the body. Correct. Yes or no? We have done with this. Now, autoimmunity. What is autoimmunity? Memory based. Autoimmunity is what? Memory based acquired immunity, which is able to distinguish foreign molecules or a cell. So, if in our body, if I have a pollen grain infection, that means what? My body is able to distinguish between the pollen grains and this. Okay, that's allergy that I know, but I'm trying to say that if my own cell is getting infected, my body knows this is my own cell. So autoimmune is there, right? So pathogen from the cell. Example, rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis is a problem. What is that? Body is not able to distinguish between the own cell and the other cell. So in this case, allergy is going to form. What is allergy? Exaggerate. Pollen grain allergy is there. Exaggerate response of the immune system to the allergens. Antibodies, IgE, is responsible for the allergy. IgA is found in the colostrum, right? It's for immunity booster. That's why mother milk is important in starting. Now, tell me one thing. What is happening here? What is happening here? Retrovirus. Retrovirus are responsible for viral DNA core virus infection. So retrovirus is outside, it goes to the plasma membrane. In plasma membrane, they secrete what? They secrete a RNA copy. This RNA goes viral, DNA incorporates this DNA copy or RNA copy. It can be RNA, it can be DNA. Here they were depicting what DNA. So this DNA this goes into the genome host cell. Genome host cell. Once it enters the host cell, body is not able to distinguish between this is a viral or this. This is just replicate. They break the protein. So once the new viruses are produced with the help of this new protein synthesis, and now the new viruses are able to incorporate or introduce into other cells. So this much is it. Since my speed is this are fast because we already have done right. So any doubts, any there, please comment me. I will make sure the video is there. Now let's talk about the AIDS. In AIDS, immunity is suppressed, right? Caused by HIV, detected by PCR. Okay. Now, drug and alcohol. This is the last part. Drug and alcohol abuse. Drugs. What are the drugs? Opioid, coca alkaloid, cannabis. Opioids, papivericinoferum. Okay. That what? Papavericomeliferous. Okay, you have to just read properly. Now, then coca alkaloids, erythroxylin, coca. Then cannabinoids, cannabis sativa. These are the examples of that. Then symptoms and the signs. How you understand the overdrug is there? Drop in academic performance, lack of interest in the personal hygiene, withdrawal and isolation, depression, aggression, rebellious behavior, deteriorating relationship between the family and the friends, loss of interest in the hobbies. So almost the person is become isolated. Cause curiosity and experiment, right? The peer pressure. Oh, that person is having it, let's have things. And then other क्या होता है manageable नहीं होते ना. मैनेजेबल चीजें होती नहीं जो चीजें मैनेजेबल नहीं है उसको मत करो यार दूर ही रहो दूसरे करने करने दो बट वी शुड नो व्हाट इज द ड्रॉबैक व्हाट इज द थिंग राइट ऐसा नहीं करते ना कोई दूसरा कर रहा है वो हमें चाहिए जैसे कि पीयर प्रेशर में आके बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए प्लीज पे अटेंशन दैट सो नीड फॉर द एडवेंचर एंड एक्साइटमेंट एडवेंचर करना ही है ना तो इस चीज में मत करो ना बेटर खुद को चैलेंज दो फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज करो बेटर बहुत इजी है बताना कि हाँ ये करो वो करो बट एडिक्शन नहीं करना है हमें एस्केप फ्रॉम द फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम स्ट्रेस फ्रॉम द प्रेशर देखो हो गया ये हो गया चलो लेट्स हैव ड्रग्स डोंट डू दैट okay it's going to create a problem to your whole family will be suffering from that so better हो गया ना ब्रेकअप या समथिंग कुछ हो गया ना प्रॉब्लम हो गया ना ब्रेकअप से ज्यादा भी बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम है यार टेंशन होता है फैमिली के लिए कमाई होती है बहुत सारी चीजें होती है act like a challenger take a challenge and try to make sure you're doing it okay take a challenge don't give up having alcohol having cigarette not going to solution it's not going to give you solution okay it's better चलो उससे दूर ही रहता है सो टेलीविजन मूवीज न्यूज़पेपर इंटरनेट व्हाट इज इट इन्फ्लुएंस होता है ना उससे एंड अनसपोर्टिव फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर तो अगर फैमिली सपोर्ट नहीं करते तो अल्कोहल पीने का नो इट इज अ स्ट्रेस तो स्ट्रेस रिलीज करने के लिए लोग उसको एडिक्शन हो जाता है उससे दूर रहना है उससे नाउ प्रिवेंशन एंड कंट्रोल अवॉइड अनड्यू पीयर प्रेशर एजुकेशन एंड काउंसलिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सीकिंग हेल्प फ्रॉम द पेरेंट्स एंड पीयर्स अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो बात करो कम्युनिकेशन करो seeking help from the parents and peers, looking for a dangerous sign, seeking professional and medical help. Okay, so what we have done human health, and this is very important was we have cover. I hope you understand and I hope you're going to revise it. Okay, so I know I'm fast here. Definitely, because I just revision is that I want to see that video and then come back to you. Even this is for your own study and just putting in for put forward to make a quick revision. So those who are watching first time will not understand detail. Those first you have to read from your NCRT and then you can come back. Not an issue. Okay. So these are the concept map for triggering what you have done in a quick revision manner. Okay. So let's meet in the next class. Bye bye. Check out.